Alright, so I just wanted to take a minute and go over some of the things that we've completed on the truck since last filmed. So as you can tell, we got some of the body panels on. We got the the cab is bolted down. I had to make a lot of modifications to get that work. Core support is in. We got the radiator and the AC condenser in. I don't have an AC compressor, so this was just kind of a for the future, if I want it, it's there kind of thing. So that may, if there's not enough room for the intercooler, that may be going, because an AC compressor is like $300, and yeah. So we got one fender on. I left the other one off because there's kind of fuel system and electrical stuff over there that's a lot easier to get to with the fender off. I guess I'll go over here and get dripped on. We got the brake booster and the master cylinder in. The booster itself was off of a 2011 E450 van. There was a lot of modification that had to happen to that to make it work. The firewall on the van must like point the opposite direction, so like when I put it in, it like went up like that in an angle. So I ended up taking this plate down here and taking off that nut and spinning it so that plate is actually upside down, so that kind of gave me the correct angle that I was looking for. Then I had to move it up and re-drill all 4 holes. The rod that connects the pedal to the hydra boost unit was too short, so I ended up having to I cut that and then extended it. But this is actually the master cylinder off of the old truck. It bolted right up, so that was good. Saved a little money there. Started some work on the wiring, so you can tell by the spaghetti. So figured out what wires I was going to need out of the old engine harness. So basically all I really needed out of that was oil pressure, water temp, and that was really it. So figured out what I needed and actually took the rest of the wires right out of the connectors, so there's not like random wires hanging out, you know. There's a few things that I have like actually hooked up, and there's a lot that isn't hooked up. So, but we got the ECM plug all made up, and we got that in there. I still have a lot of neatening up to do. We got the fuel filters in. I made up a couple of lines. This is my first time working with AN lines, so I don't have a whole lot of faith in them, but still waiting for those adapters for that fuel filter. So once those get here, I can finish up the fuel system, except for the return line. I keep forgetting about that because it's like behind inside the cab. I got the steering shaft hooked back up to the gearbox, but I still have to get a drop pitman arm in order to actually hook the gearbox back up to the wheels. So once that's in, figure that out. What else? I don't know. I don't think I've really done much over here on this side. There's not a whole lot going on this side of the engine except for intake, exhaust, that kind of stuff. But there used to be a ton of wires over here, now we're down to 4, 5 if you include that one there. So I need to get some angle irons so that I can make new battery boxes. It had group 65s in it, and you could fit 31s, but it was really tight and it kind of hit the hood and stuff. So I want to make battery boxes that'll hold group 31 batteries and switch over to that, so I have a little bit extra cranking power for this engine. Maybe I should put some 8Ds in it. We don't have the room for that or the budget, so I don't know if I ever mentioned in the video I was planning on doing a hood stack, but I don't believe that I'm going to be going that route anymore. It's because of where the exhaust end up kicking out. I would have to do like a U pipe, and it's going to cost a lot more money. So I think I'm just going to take and put a 90 there and run it like down through here, and then just have it kind of kick out like right in here somewhere, which might look goofy, but it'll be cheap. That's what we're going for. We want to get this thing in the Christmas parade this year. I don't know if I ever even posted a video of that. Had a Santa Claus in the back of it and Christmas lights all over it. And this year we got a Frosty the Snowman, inflatable Frosty, to go back there too. I gotta find a block heater plug because this did not come with one, so I gotta find that. This video's probably awful. I'm shaking. Oh, the radiator hose, the top one, with the body lift, it actually brought it up high enough that like a straight pipe with a 90 in it would work. And that's actually the radiator hose that came with the engine. I just kind of cut it down. The fitting on the radiator is actually smaller than the engine, so kind of had to neck it down with that clamp, but it should work, I would imagine. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but my roof is leaking. This is awful. I still have to get my track bar hooked back up. You can kind of see it hanging down there, which that one's not going to work. I'm going to have to figure something out, and I don't know much about track bars and like the science behind them. I just know that it holds the axle centered in the truck, and without it you can get like death wobble and stuff and die. So we're probably going to want to figure something out. It's just there's not a lot of room to make it work, so I'll talk to some people and figure that out. Okay, that's enough for now. Bye.